Welcome to Astroventure, the DSLR astrophotography channel.
Hey everyone, welcome to the month of September. Here we go, heading into fall, and let's get started with my suggested targets for this month, and there's a good bit of them. To get started, I want to direct you towards Cygnus the Swan, and within Cygnus the Swan we have a number of targets, and this is kind of the last month before Cygnus is going to really start diving and heading over the horizon. And so with that, you've got the North American nebula over here. We've got all this nebulosity around Satyr. You've got the east and west of the Veil Nebula. This is just a target-rich environment. So if you haven't managed to get yourself out and image the different nebula, which does lend itself to modified cameras, but the emissions are strong enough that you can image this with stock cameras. But if you haven't got this one, this is kind of the last month of having it directly overhead in that prime spot before Cygnus will start to fly away on us. So please make sure you get out there and capture the targets of Cygnus before it goes away. And so with that said, let's get started here with some of the other targets. One of the other ones that I want to suggest, and we've got a number of good beginner targets this month. Okay, M27, the Dumbbell Nebula. Okay, again, I've mentioned this one before. This is a great beginner target, stock camera. You're looking at as much focal length as you can come up with. You don't want to sacrifice focal length. Let me say that again. You don't want to use a focal length that is of not very good quality just to reach out further. It's a small target, it comes through strong, but make sure that you're staying within the optically sharp area of your lens. And what I mean is I shoot with a 150 to 600 Generation 1 Tamron lens, and with that particular lens, when I go over 500 millimeters, it tends to get soft. So even though shooting at 600 would be nice, I'm going to stop at 500 because I need the optical quality. And then of course with all of the targets that I'm making suggestions on, that is shooting with a crop sensor camera as opposed to a full frame, and then the focal length indicated on the lens, not accounting for the artificial zoom, so to say, of using a crop sensor. Moving over from there is another target here. I'm going to move this over, and this is actually a clump. You have NGC 6823 and NGC 6820. They're stacked on top of each other. 6820 would be the hydrogen alpha that you're seeing there, and 6823 is the star cluster kind of behind it there. With this one, it's an emission nebula, so this is going to lend itself towards a astro-modded camera as opposed to a stock, and this is a fainter target, so this is more of a challenge target as opposed to a beginner target, and it really doesn't lend itself well to a stock camera. So you're going to want to shoot on this one 500 millimeters, and again, I suggest an astro-modded there. Okay, next up, I want to suggest, because it is in prime position, M31, the Andromeda Galaxy, and there you have it. It's starting out in the evening right there up in that prime area, and I know for myself here on the 41 degrees north latitude, the target is starting the night in that prime, really good spot. And so you want to go after this one. You can get a good night of 6 hours, and for myself, dark is at 9:24 in the evening. So it just, you're not even talking about a late night to get started. With this one here, you're going to be wanting to look at a focal length of about 200 millimeters, works great. You could always go wider than that, but 200 millimeters works great. And then ideally, in my personal opinion, 400 millimeters and then properly framed up really takes an image that just fully frames it in there nice so that you've got a nice large printable image coming off of the Andromeda Galaxy. Not too far off from Andromeda, you're going to have M33, the Triangulum Galaxy. Now the Triangulum, you're going to want to wait a little bit to get this out into the later hours of the night, so it rises higher. But this is another galaxy that's face on. You can see the spiral arms off of it. Not nearly as big as what Andromeda is, but you can see it starting off here in the night. And I have this set for a time right now. This is at 10:15 in the evening. So, if you were to give this one a couple hours, you can get this much higher up into the sky and shoot on it. Next month, this will be even better positioned. But there you have it. Oh, and with that one, it's again going to be a great stock target. It's nice and easy. 500 millimeters or better works great, but 500 millimeters gives you a really sharp image. So this month, lots of nice, easy targets to go through. So Cygnus, lots of strong emission nebulas to be shot, even for stock cameras. The Dumbbell Nebula, color that absolutely pops, small target, but it just pops because it's so strong. Again, easy target, ideal for stock. Our challenge target, NGC 6820 and NGC 6823, which is the emission nebula with a star cluster. And then back to another, I guess, kind of the king of easy targets, M31, the Andromeda Galaxy. I guess I should have said the queen of easy targets, Andromeda, M31, and then finally M33, the Triangulum. Again, another easy target for stock cameras. So there you have it. Those are the targets for the month of September. Get out there and shoot and enjoy the time of year, because here in the Northern Hemisphere we'll have some decently cool nights, but come October, that chill is going to start to move in. Okay, until next time, I would love to see you over at our Facebook group, Astroventure DSLR. And if you like the video and the content of what we're doing here at Astroventure, consider liking, subscribing, ringing that bell, and share this video out. Help us grow the channel. Until next time, clear skies and uneventful nights.